question asking you so far?
Well, it gives you like a bunch of prices, and it says that your parents want to buy a new house in their budget.
Yeah.
But they don't want to put money towards renovations.
Too much money.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it says something else about the parents. What else does it say about the parents?
They both have a reasonable income.
Yeah, and what are they?
They're both teachers.
Okay.
So they would probably want to
And they want to buy a new home.
Yeah.
They also need supplies to buy, so they can't spend too much money.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's asking you which house should your parents buy, and how does this relate to your understanding of the median?
Okay, so what are you thinking?
I think they should buy the one.
Wait, like what?
Well, what are you thinking right now? Like looking at this, what are some of your initial thoughts on this?
I think it would work for all three of them.
Yeah.
For right now, I
I'm
think the
thinking, like-
best one this would work for is mode,
Okay.
because
You actually do have
because there are two.
Okay.
Yeah, and
But-
it would also work for median pretty
Yeah.
well because there's only 5 of them. And
Okay.
there's a middle.
But the two numbers are the same, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it could work for mean too, because it might be it's the average. So like
If it gives you the average, but it's saying that you have, it says which house should your parents buy and why, right? So if you were going to look here on which ones they should,
They should buy one of the 190 because that's sort of like the middle number,
Okay.
the average.
Yeah, it's not expensive or
is the middle number an average though?
no.
What is it? Okay. But now why though why would the median amount possibly be a good option for this one?
well, I think it's because they
It's
don't
all-
want
well,
like a
it's
run
also-
down shabby place for not a lot of money.
Okay, because if you bought the $130,000 home, what could you infer about the home?
It's
It won't.
probably
It
gonna be
probably
small.
Renovations.
Yes. And what did it say in the
They
question?
don't want to put a lot of money towards it.
Okay, so then why wouldn't they buy the $375,000 home?
Because
Probably it might not be
it's
the house
too-
they're looking
it's
In
for.
that-
their budget, but it doesn't
Yeah.
tell you their budget. So their budget
well, their
would be
budget-
$1 million.
Yep, but
Well-
except what does it tell you about the parents?
They have a reasonable income.
And what else does
Yeah,
it tell you
I
about the
don't-
parents?
So I don't think they're gonna want the $375,000 house because
Maybe it might be a
'cause
bit too
it's a
big
lot of money.
And the house is probably gonna be like way too big.
Okay,
I think they would get the 190,000 because it's the answer for mode and median.
okay,
Well,
Yeah.
I have a different prediction. I think it would be better for them to go with 240,000.
Okay.
Because if they're not putting a lot of money into renovations,
yeah,
then they could spend more money, but they don't want to spend $375,000. And it would still be a very nice house for them to live in. And they don't have like an overly
I think
expensive.
I think they're here they said they don't want to pay a ton for renovations.
yeah,
Like renovations would be round in the 100,000.
I watch a lot of house shows, so I know what's going on here.
what's going on here?
This is
I
like
go with the
6
expensive one.
Like they can
Yep.
renovations only renovate.
Yes,
I have seen one. I
yes,
have seen something where they did do renovations
yes,
for the whole entire house, and it cost them about. Their budget was, I think, like 600.
okay,
For renovations?
No, their 600,000
okay,
was their budget.
yes,
The renovations were like I don't know, like $50 higher than that.
Okay.
Like $50,000 higher than that.
Okay.
But the other houses, two of the houses they were shown
Yes.
were under their budget, but both houses that they were looking for their dream house, neither of them were.
Okay.
There's always like one dream house and then two non-dream houses,
Yeah.
and it was like way over their budget.
Okay, so if we were looking back at this one then, if you're really looking in terms of mean, median, or mode then, keeping all of those things in mind, which one will probably help you in this kind of situation? If you are those parents as teachers with reasonable incomes, you don't want to put too much into renovations, but you do want a good house that's going to be reliable.
I would probably go that one or those two.
I would
It depends.
Okay? Why?
It depends if like
It depends. I'd say it probably depends. Like if the house has a good like a basement.
Well,
If I were the parent, I would have like a good basement for the kids
like
to play in.
you want like more rooms.
You want like a big room. You want a good basement for.
This is quite the application.
You want a
doesn't
big.
tie into me.
You want a.
Okay, so then what could you say then?
Well, I was gonna say to figure it out, we have to use all three, but the one that would make the most sense would probably be mode or mean.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand why. Well, actually, no, mean would work too. They would all work exactly the same, pretty much.
Would they?
Not exactly the same, but they would all work well.
Would they? Let's do, okay, if you were going to do mean, let's go with mean. What would you do?
We would add them all
Okay,
up.
and then what would you do?
Divide by 1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4,
let's do
5.
that.
Okay. Now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
Wait.
I'm gonna even grab us a tool to help.
Okay, well, guys, we already wrote the prices down. You don't have to write them
Getting us a
again.
calculator.
No, we.
Yes,
Oh, we
getting
need
us
a calculator.
She's
Yeah.
getting us a calculator.
Yeah.
I have my phone.
No, it's okay.
Calculators, thank you. I was just about to get a calculator.
Just because of the
Okay, yeah, because they're like cute.
size. I know we can work it all out together, but,
Still, it's going to take us too long.
and I'm glad, and you don't have to use them, but I did bring them just in
Open
case. Because of the size and stuff.
Okay, good.
Okay?
I can do it without a calculator, but
Plus.
why not?
Okay.
I'm gonna do
It's a tool.
without a calculator.
You can see if it works either way. Now you've got a couple people checking.
This can only work for the calculators. Can only work for mean.
Well, let's see if it will work, period. Why does it only work for mean?
Because means the only one where you're using the two you're using
what I
two
got.
of the four things.
Okay.
Adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. But in the other two,
Yeah.
you're not. You're just seeing which one has the most, which one appears the most in mode, and then in median you're looking for the middle one.
Okay, so let's look at this one. So we both got 1
1 million.
yeah,
935,000.
and 25,000 divided by what? What did you divide it by?
I didn't divide it yet.
Then try it again because we
We
got.
didn't divide it yet.
Okay, what would you divide it by?
Divide by 5.
Okay, I got this
How many?
number
How many ones?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, good.
Divided by 5.
Close.
I got
Okay. No, we got it. Yes, that's what we got together, and then you
Yeah,
divide
divide.
it, and we got. What do we get as our answer?
Okay, I'll divide it.
225,000.
Okay, so let's say we did that. So what house should we choose? The one that's how many? The one that's.
this one.
Oh wait, no. But what house? According to this one, what house should we be choosing? The house that's how much money, Ella?
What's the answer?
240,000.
No.
25.
Okay, so where's the?
25,000.
So where's the $225,000 home?
There is
Right
none.
there.
That's
No.
240,000.
But that's not the one. What did Mean tell us to choose?
3, 4, 5.
But
What?
So
so
we don't use mean
why?
because it doesn't work.
Yeah,
Why?
it doesn't work.
Because what do we find out?
Because it's because it shows
Exactly
an
what I
answer.
was saying.
It shows
So-
an answer.
So let's look. So then, if we do mode, now let's think. What is mode? What does it tell us?
What is the most number?
Right.
What number shows up the most? But
Okay.
that doesn't really help in any way
Why?
because it's just telling you what number shows up the most.
Okay. So what then does help us with figuring out a reasonable house price? One that would. Why?
Because it shows which house is middle priced and like because if you use median, if you use
We need
median,
to advise those houses because
So
you get the you get
Look at our shirt
the 190,000 houses because 190,000 comes up as the answer twice.
Does, but what? But that would be mode. But that's not
No,
why.
mode and median.
because
Yes. Sorry.
if you choose the middle one, you're not going for a very expensive house.
Yeah.
And also, you're not going down for a house that needs a lot of renovations, which they can't do because they only get a reasonable income.
Okay, you got it.